ஏஎஸ்சி யூஜின்னு ஜாயின் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. On this beautiful morning, I am Savita, is pleased to welcome each and every one of you to an interesting webinar on Internet of Things and its applications, organized by Department of Computer Application, Nandha Arts and Science College.
Start pantamma.
Welcome address. The sign of your heart says welcome. The love will come pouring from everywhere. I like to start today's event by inviting Dr. P. Gomathi ma'am, HOD, Department of Tamil, Nandha Arts and Science College to deliver welcome address. Please, ma'am.
Thank you. I am proud to welcome you all to the international webinar on Internet of Things and its applications organized by the Department of Computer Applications on behalf of Nandha Arts and Science College. I welcome our resource person, Mrs. Renaka Mohanraj. இந்த இடத்துல ஒன்னே ஒன்று நான் சொல்லிக்கணும். இப்போ பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நம்மளுக்கு 11 தான் ஆகுது. பட் மேமுக்கு பார்த்தீங்கன்னு சொன்னாக்கா இப்போ 12:30, 1 o'clock பக்கமா ஆகுது, நைட்டு மிட் நைட்டு. இந்த டைம்ல நம்மளுக்காக அவங்க முழிச்சிருந்து இவ்வளோ டிவோட்டடா நம்மளுக்கு ஸ்பீச் கொடுக்கறதுக்காக வந்திருக்காங்க. ஸோ அப்படி ஒரு டெடிக்கேட்டடான ஒரு சீஃப் கெஸ்ட்டை நம்மளுக்கு இன்ட்ரோடியூஸ் பண்ண பிரசாத் சாரையும் நான் இந்த இடத்துல தேங்க் பண்ணிக்கிறேன் அண்ட் வெல்கம் பண்ணிக்கிறேன். Renuka Mohanraj from USA and the participants from different countries and states, the head of the department, Mrs. S.M. Santalakshmi ma'am, the entire faculty, and my beloved learning buddies. IoT is essentially a platform where embedded devices are connected to the internet so they can collect and exchange data with each other. It enables devices to interact, collaborate, and learn from each other's experiences, just like humans do. IoT applications promise to bring immense value to our lives with newer wireless networks, superior sensors, and revolutionary computing capabilities. The Internet of Things could be the next frontier in the race for its share of the wallet. IoT applications are expected to equip billions of everyday objects with connectivity and intelligence. Keep updating yourself by the time regularly because even an app stops working sometimes if you ignore updates. Hope this session will give more information to update and fulfill your expectations. Let this webinar will be a great success. And once again, I welcome you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Kind information for the participants. Participants are requested to fill the Google Meet username field in feedback form for certificates. Once more, kind information for the participants. Participants are requested to fill the Google Meet username field in feedback form for certificates. Chief guest introduction. The atmosphere appears to be very electric. Everyone is quite excited to present their views. I would like to inviting today's guest of honor, Dr. Renuka Mohanraj, who is working as an associate professor in Maharaji International University, Fairfield, since 2014. She completed her BSc in the year 1999, Master of Computer Applications in 2002. MPhil in 2007 and PhD in 2013. Her area of research includes mobile and hawk networks, wireless sensor networks with the focus on the topics IoT, secure QoS routing, congestion control, and data security, core Java, data structures, design and analysis of algorithms, and Android programming are her area of interest. She published 11 journal papers and handled 7 workshops and seminars. Investigation on Collision Control in MANET for Secure Routing is the book written by her on Lambert Academic, October 2015. She provides 7 conference papers. Slow and steady wins the race. I would like to call Dr. Renuka Mohanraj to handle this section. Please, ma'am.
Thank you so much for your valuable introduction. I would like to thank and congratulate the team for organizing this Internet of Things and its application seminar. First, I would like to thank everyone involved in this for organizing. My special thanks to Dr. P. Ramya, Principal, and convener Ms. S. N. Santanalakshmi, Head of the Department, and the coordinator, Mr. N. Murthy, and the organizing committee, 10 members. My special and sincere thanks to all the participants who involved here. So I would like to start my presentations. Ma'am, can you see my screens? Did I get the share?
No, Renu.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I see the presentation view.
Yes, ma'am.
I could not see the presentation. I could not get the presenter view.
Ma'am, screen view ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ma'am.
It's getting now, getting now. Can you guys see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am, screen is viewing, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much. So today's my topic is Internet of Things and its application. So Professor gave me the introduction about me, so I no need to say again about myself. So my current university is Maharishi International University. I want to say a few words about my university. It's established in the year of 1971. So some unique future about our university is we provide a consciousness-based education to gain deep self-knowledge while studying an academic field through transcendental meditation. So we implemented a block system instead of semester system, so everyone can focus on one subject per month. So our master program in computer science is the second largest program in the US. We have a data science specialization also available. So this is about our informations about our university. So today is our agenda. What we are going to focus today is first start with what is IoT and its introduction, functional blocks of IoT and the applications of IoT sectors. And also I would like to introduce about how to work with Android things. Before working on Android things, we should have a proper knowledge of what is Android and its architecture and Android things. So finally, what are all the challenges available for IoT? That's what I want to focus today. IoT, that expansion for IoT is Internet of Things. It's one of the most promising trends in terms of technology as well as research. It can be a disruptive technology for the upcoming decade. What is disruptive technology? It makes change our day-to-day life. It's a new innovation. It brings out a new market to the world and make a change on our ecosystem in our day-to-day life. IoT motivation for IoT is we have to connect the unconnected. All around the world, we have so many things are unconnected. We can able to connect those things with the help of internet. So that's the main objective of using IoT. Sensors takes the significant place in terms of IoT. It helps to sense the data and make to perform some actions on Internet of Things. Let's see what is IoT, the definitions for IoT. The first definition is IoT is an ecosystem where objects are interconnected at the same time they are connected to the internet. If you look at this diagram of IoT ecosystem, we have a car, street lights, satellite communication, we have mobile device, computer, and several industries, home security. Everything is connected. Those are all unconnected objects, but they are connected through internet. So these objects, if we are connected through internet, anytime, anywhere, we can able to get access and we can easily share the informations. So that's about the first definition. The second definition is IoT is a technology transition in which devices which allow us to sense and control the physical world by making objects smarter and connecting them through an intelligent network. So for example, I have a street light. Once the street gets dark, we need to turn on the light automatically. So the sensors will sense the information about your environment. It's getting dark. Then automatically it will send an information to turn on the light. So that way we are making the things around the world, make it into smarter to work with this intelligent network. So there are four important functional blocks for working on your IoT things. The first thing is devices. The second one is gateways. The third part is IoT platform. And the final, we need an application. Let's take a deep look on each one. So the first thing is devices. So the devices includes sensors and actuators. The sensors will sense the data. Different purpose we can use it to analyze the temperature or to analyze the moisture of your soil if you have a garden, and we can light sensor. So many sensors are available. It will sense the data from your environment. Then that data will be converted into a digital representation of electrical signal. So now we have the digital data. Based on this data, we need to give some response to your environment. So that happened with the help of actuators. So the actuator will translate your electrical signal into a useful actions. The same example of taking turn on the light. So once the darkness comes, the sensor will send the information in a digital format. There was a dark. So automatically the actuators will turn on the street light. This way your devices will support to sense the environmental data and behave based on that, make changes on your environment. The second part is gateways. If you look at this one, in this block, first thing we have a devices, and the third part is IoT platform. So we need to make a bridge connection between your things and the IoT platform. We need a gateway. So that's way the gateway will act as a bridge between your sensors and the cloud platform. So we will talk about what is the IoT platform in the next slide. So this will work as a gateway to make a connection between your device as well as your software. So that connection, we can make it as a either wired or wireless. If you prefer to go for wireless, we can go with the Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. And if you want to go with a wired connection, we can use a Ethernet cable. The third part is about IoT platform. It's a support software to manage your devices to make it into automation of everything. We need an IoT platform. It works like a middleware between your IoT devices and the application. So there are the fourth part. If you look at, we have an application. So these IoT platform will act as a middleware between your devices as well as your applications. So that's what we need, an IoT platform to communicate between your devices and your application, to manage your data flow and manage your devices. We need an IoT platform. For example, there are so many IoT platforms are available in the market. If you take a Google Cloud IoT, if you have a Gmail account, so you can store your data on your Google Drive, all documents, you can easily share with someone. And also, if you have a mobile device, if you take a picture, then these photos are automatically synced with your Google Photos. That way, your cloud IoT help to manage your data. Another example is Salesforce IoT. If you want to develop a intelligent business enterprise application, I can go with the Salesforce IoT. Then AWS, which is an Amazon Web Service, it's the leading secure IoT platform Lot of industries are going to use with AWS software. Then IBM has its own IoT cloud. So these clouds are will help you to manage so many things. For example, we are meeting today with the Google Meet, right? So many people are connecting with this. These are all IoT cloud. We need something to store the data because we are not maintaining a local server or network server. We are using a cloud server, right? That's what we need, some IoT platform to manage these things. The fourth block of your functional IoT is called application. So we have everything, we need to see it and manage in our device. So that may be a web-based application or a desktop-based application. So we need to manage everything in front of the face. That's we need an applications. So that application either a desktop-based or a mobile-based, which will help you to visualize and analyze your systems. Now we are moving on to the applications of IoT. There are several sectors will get benefited with IoT. So now I'm going to focus about few things over here, industry section and the healthcare, transportation, manufacturing, agriculture, and retail and the smart cities. Let's take a deep look on each industry, how it get benefited with IoT. So the first thing I would take about the industrial IoT, short form we could call it as IIoT. Why we need an industry needed an IoT? To improve their production, to digitalize their operations, to give a better service to their customers. That way everyone is going with an IoT of industries. For this scenario, I'm taking an example of Amazon Prime Delivery. Suppose if I want to purchase a headphone, I can search on several online websites are available to make a purchase. If the particular, maybe the headphone is coming after a week or after a 2 week, nobody like to that, right? Everyone need an immediate delivery. So the Amazon Prime Delivery, they are doing a wonderful job. That's what they are top in the industry called retails. So in online shopping, they are in the top. Why it is they are giving the delivery to the customer within the same day if it is a prime customer, or in the next day. If you shop online through for groceries, they will automatically deliver within 2 hours. How it is possible? Because of this industrial IoT. So they can able to serve the customers and deliver the goods quickly by with the help of low cost and also immediate delivery, we can get it. How it is possible is they have several stores available in the location. They have several warehouses in the particular area. They use third party logistic like postal service, and also they have their own cargo for Amazon Air and Amazon drones. Without traffic, we can efficiently deliver the products. These are all their advantages. They implement those technologies. Just pick up, transport, and delivery. So how the Amazon is successful, the technology, what they are implementing, that is called as Amazon fulfillment technology. So what this technology has, a lot of hardware and software they implemented. They have robots to handle all the packaging. So once the order is changed, because if you do online, millions of customers are ordered every day. So how they are processing all those data? They have a lot of sensors available. This sensor will detect all the information and send it to the particular center to process their packaging. More than 1 lakh robots are worked on each fulfillment centers. So many fulfill centers are available in each locality. So they have the softwares and the hardwares to handle that. A lot of robots are doing involved in the packaging. So everything is arranged by robots. The self, they can pick the product. Automatically, the selves are rearranged with another product. They can quickly package it with the help of robots. The package has sensors. It will analyze how much the packet size depends on your order, and the packaging of boxing, taping, automatically everything is weighted, then it will deliver to the particular customers, to the centers. So through their airways or whatever UPS service or whatever they have postal service, they can quickly deliver the product to them. That way they can have multiple millions of customers they are satisfying with the help of this Amazon fulfillment technology. So the robot has integrated with several new emerging technologies like computer vision, machine learning, and operational research. So this will help you to make a quick decision based on the millions of data are available in the database. So that way they will be success. The next area is healthcare center. So why we need IoT on healthcare center? Due to the rise of population and lot of diseases. So we need lot of improvements in our healthcare system. So the best scenario, everyone all around the world facing now COVID situation, right? We cannot meet each other directly because of this situation. Now the technology support. Even we are not meeting each other personally, but we can easily communicate with everyone all around the world because of these technologies, right? So that's what we want to bring everything to our mobile device. So due to this COVID situation, even if we have some issue, we cannot meet the doctors. So what we need to do, how can we communicate with our doctors? The old age people, they daily need some medication. They need to talk with their consulting with their physician. So in those kind of situation, we need those application on our mobile devices. So there are so many apps and so many IoT healthcare products are available in the market. They will help you to analyze your blood pressure, oxygen level, your sugar level through your body sensors. So it will collect all the informations about yourself, and that will be provided to your physician or doctor's database. So they will look it into your database, your health condition, and they will suggest some medications to you. In case of emergency, automatically the ambulance reaches to the patient's locations. This way we can save the time, money, and provide on-time treatments to the patients. There are a lot of IoT solution providers for the healthcare industries all around the world available. These are the top peoples for the healthcare IoT solution providers, Qantas, OSP Labs, and Patent Digital Technologies. I will take a scenario of one example of health app, how it is useful to improve your health. So you have a wearable technology, right? So we have a watch and we have a phone. We can easily connect our watch through Bluetooth technology. So every day we can monitor our activity. Maybe if I have a smartwatch, I have 3 activities. For a healthy life, at least 60 minutes, everyone should be active in the whole day, and 30 minutes of some workouts, maybe a walking or some other workouts, we need to do it. At least 6,000 steps we need to walk every day. So that way we will make a healthy lifestyle. So for this one, if you have an app, health app, that will help you to improve your healthy lifestyle. So with the help of this app, you can record and analyze your daily activities, how much you are active, how many steps you walk today, how much sleep quality you have taken in the night, what are the workouts you worked on it every day, and how much calories intake you are taking every day. And you can monitor your glucose level. To measure it, we have some body sensors are available on your device. Maybe on the backside of your device there will be a light sensor. If you keep our finger on that sensor, it will automatically measure your heart rate, stress level, and how much of oxygen level you have. And these apps will help you to provide some free promotion programs like weight loss, balance training, muscle improvements, meditation. So many things we can do it. So we can improve our health without consulting the doctor. This app will help you to improve your healthy lifestyle. The next area is about transportations. So the transportation makes a good IoT plays a good role in transportation. For example, if you are traveling somewhere, if you have a plan, you can find out with the help of GPS tracker what is the minimum route I can use it without traffic route. So this also help you to reduce your fuel consumption. And if I have a GPS tracker, maybe if we send a, maybe if you online through order some product, you can easily track the product where it is. Because of this transportation IoT, we can easily track the pack with the help of the tracker, where it is my product, when I can able to receive it. If it is delivered, you will automatically get a message, it's front of your door. How it is all possible because of the transportation IoT. So the sensors will help you to identify the parking slot where you want to park your vehicle, the nearby parking. You can easily find out. The cloud database have all the parking slots are stored. Some of the apps are available to analyze the driving behavior, like how much speed it is, If some vehicle comes closer, it will give you an alert. So all the cars are now come up. Yes, any questions? Somebody have question? Okay. So we can easily know about the weather information and traffic information. That way we can manage our driving. The popular technologies are Uber and Time. They are all. Someone can mute your mic, please.
Ma'am, screen is not visible.
Screen is disappearing.
Your PPT is not visible. Please share it.
Can everyone see the screen or not? Maybe your low internet connection.
No.
So
No,
yes, ma'am. It's
visible,
visible.
ma'am.
Sir, just please pin your screen.
Nobody is visible. Screen
Sir,
is
it's
not
visible.
visible
Pin
for
your
us.
screen.
It's visible. Can I continue or?
Yes, you can continue, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Okay. So next I'm moving on to the manufacturing industries, how they get benefited with the industrial IoT. Everything they want to improve their productivity, the sales, and satisfy the customers, they need to go for industrial IoT. So I would like to take the scenario about the success of Volkswagen groups, how they are popular, and the worldwide, how they are managing their customers and their products. This is the data analyzed from 2019. All around the world, the Volkswagen company has 1,500 suppliers all around the world. Every day they are dealing with 200 million parts. And every year they are producing 11 million cars. On average per day, they are manufacturing 44,000 cars per day. How it is possible? How can it is possible to everyone to make this kind of products every day? All around the world, they have 125 plants are available, production sites are available. How they are managing all those 125 plants with one platform, one architecture that is called as digital production platform. So that's their one architecture they are implementing all around their branches. They can easily control all the branches and the factories efficiently, fast way they can manage their business. No. So here is their architecture. The Volkswagen architecture is in the middle, they have their industrial IoT. This IoT is have several emerging technologies called AI, machine learning, with the IoT secure futures they are having. So in the middle of that, they have their industrial IoT cloud. So what the IoT cloud they are using is, they prefer to use Amazon Web Service. Why it is due to its scalability to adapt any changes and the technology standard like AI, machine learning, computer vision, they apply those kind of IoT technologies in there. And it's give more speed, flexibility, they same cultural standard in all over the branches. So that's what they prefer to go with AWS. So in the middle of their architecture, their IoT, industrial IoT. Then with this architecture, all the machineries are connected. Maybe they are logistics, press shop, body shop, paint shop, their assembly robotics, and vehicle logistics. Everything is, all the devices are connected with their IoT cloud. On top of this one, they have their applications. So if you look at their app store, you could see lots of Volkswagen applications, especially for iOS as well as for Android. Now, all these things are connected with their original equipment manufacturers called OEM. They have several suppliers all around the world, several partners like Skoda, then Audi. They are all their partners, and they have their logistics, they have their machinery equipments, all are connected with their IoT cloud. So that way they can easily share all the data with everyone with one architecture. So that's why they are very successful in that. So their platform is called as Digital Production Platform. Short name, we could say it as DPP. So that's their industrial cloud architecture to improve their production, control all the branches with one architecture. There are a lot of sensors are available. It will promote the data in all the places, and they can easily make any decision, and they can run their production plans successfully because of this IoT cloud-based architecture. So what are the benefits they can achieve in the 2019? They reduce the factory cost. They are maintaining the same IT standard in all their branches. They increase their productions. They can provide an on-time delivery, and easily they can launch their products in the market. They have 365 models. Every day they can release a new model, and they achieve 30% of increased productivity, and they reduce 30% of cost in 2019. They saved $1 billion in their supply chain. So this way they will get more benefits by implementing this industrial IoT cloud. Next area is agriculture. Why IoT in agriculture? Can anybody tell me the reason why we need to move on to the IoT for agriculture? No answers? Okay. So growth of populations, that's the one reason we have to smart our agriculture. We have rapid change in the climate. We have to handle the situation of climate changes, and we need a sustainable productions, and lot of land space is reduced. Agriculture land space was reduced, and less water resources. We have no life without food. So this is very important for everyone life. That's what we need to focus on agriculture and make it smart agriculture. So how could achieve a smart agriculture? There are several ways we can do it. As the first one is smart farming. How to make your farm very smart depends on the climate conditions. There are so many devices are available for sensing the climate conditions. So here the picture is called as Metro Helix IoT Pro. So it's a weather station. You can fix it anywhere in your farm. It will detect about the weather condition on the particular environment, give you the live data access, and this station manage the weather conditions and give you the updates on your app, what you have in your hand. And we can view the different kinds of platter data. And if I want to automate my greenhouse in your home, you have a greenhouse on your top of the terrace. So I want to maintain my greenhouse. So to manage that, so many apps and so many IoT devices are available in the market. So on the picture over here is, it's a Green IQ hub. If I have this hub, and if I have the application for the Green IQ app, then we can easily measure the conditions of your greenhouse, like how much lighting you have, the temperature, humidity, soil condition. Depends on that, you can make a decision to save your irrigation. So we can make your smart farming, automate your greenhouse. Also, we could do the crop management to reduce the manpower. We can use the robots and drones. So the robots has integrated with the technology of AI and computer vision. It will analyze how much of landscape you have, and depends on the weather condition and your soil condition, it will decide what kind of cropping is suitable for this situation, and this condition may be a spring season or winter season. Depends on that, your robots will make a decision and give you an analysis of report which one will be useful for this season. So that way we could make a decision. Using robots, we could do the seeding and weeding. So, and also you can use the solar power to make a eco-friendly energy, we can use it. And how we can make use of drones in our crop management. The drones will capture the pictures and the videos. Depends on the picture and videos, we can easily identify the affected crops. So by that way, we could make some remedies for the affected parts. And also we could use drones for air planting and watering. So that way we can manage our cropping with the help of this crop management smart technology. Then if you have a dairy farms, we need to take care of all our animals. So for that, there are some wearable technologies are available for the animals. So in the animal leg, we can put some kind of wearable technology with the sensors. So it will detect about the health of your animals to get whatever the heat condition in that environment, whether it takes the food or not, everything we can able to see it. 24/7 we can monitor our animals. Will automatically something affected, we will get an alert through our app. So we can make a decision, depends on that. It's about your agriculture industry. Then we are moving on to the retails, supermarket. So if you have a supermarket, they have a lot of units in their market. So manually to maintain that units is very hard. For example, they have the refrigeration unit or power unit. The sensors will automatically give you the information of alert, whether it need a maintenance or some service, whatever it need, or if something is affected, we can easily get the informations with the help of the sensors, which is fixed on the particular units. And smart transportation. For example, in your supermarket, we need some items immediately. So if we do the inventory management in a smart way, then automatically when the stock is reduced, the alert will go to your warehouse. The warehouse will bring out the information with the help of smart transportation. So if we do these kind of service, automatically we can attract and retain our customers, which helps to improve our productivity. I would like to take you the example of Amazon Go. This is the completely automated technology. No lines, no checkout. They are call it as just walk out shopping. So what we need to do, how can I do the shopping? So over here in this picture, you could see the glass door. It won't open. So what I needed, you need an Amazon account. Then you need an Amazon Go app. So once you have that app, it has the QR code. So before entering into this road, over here, there are some sensors, okay? So it will, once you keep your phone over there, it will read the QR code. Automatically, the door will get open. Then we can enter into your store. Over there, whatever you want, you can pick it up and put it on your cart. So it will automatically add those products in your virtual cart. So you don't need to do the billing. Automatically, the bill will be reached in your virtual cart on your Amazon account. We can pay it immediately. So without manpower, completely it's automated. So over US, there are 27 Go stores are available in the top cities, New York, Seattle, Chicago. There are so many cities are available, the Amazon Go store. How it is possible? What the technology they are implementing? The technology is called just walk out technology. So once you walk around the store, if you pick something or return to the shelf, it will automatically detect everything with the help of computer vision, sensor fusion, and deep learning algorithm. So all around the store, there are so many sensors and cameras are available. So it will automatically detect everything. So they call it as just walk out technology. So usually people don't want to do the stand on queue for billing, right? If you go to the supermarket, we have a long queue to do the billing. So when we go for this kind of technology, so without queue, we can do everything. The next area I would like to focus about the smart cities. Due to the large population, we have to manage the cities to improve the quality of our living. So for that, we need a smart city. So many smart cities are coming. So what we can do with the smart cities? So we can create a solar energy with that, and we can have a traffic management with the sensors. It will automatically change the lightings. And we can quickly find out the nearby parking slots that will help the drivers to park somewhere, right? And we have a bus stop. That's a smart bus stop. So it will automatically tell you the bus at what time it will reach into your stop. So this all with the help of smart cities and the IoT technologies, we can make our life very smart. And emergency, once the accident has happened, automatically the ambulance need to come. And the trash can, when it is get full, the sensors will notify to the waste management department. And street lights, so automatically turn on or turn off will happen automatically. So that's what we need to have a smart city to manage that population and to satisfy those customers living in the smart cities. So if I want to develop, make a smart city, as per the functional blocks of IoT, the whole thing for, yes. Okay. The functional blocks of IoT we discussed, the four things are important. So we need an IoT cloud applications. If I have the cloud application, because in your cloud, you have millions of data are available, millions, billions of data. So we need to analyze those data with the help of machine learning library, ML, MATLAB, and Apache, Hadoop, Kafka. These are all data analytic tools. We can use it. And we need some application as a web-based or mobile-based. So if it is a mobile based, we have an Android OS as well as iOS. And this Xamarin is a cross platform technology. With the help of this Xamarin, I can develop both Android and iOS. And if I have a web application, if you need, you can go for the web technology like WordPress, Adobe Dreamweaver, Bootstrap. So if you want to make a small technology, so we can go with this kind of technologies. Okay, this is, I'm done with this IoT applications. Before moving on to the Android, I want to interact with you. Do you guys have any questions so far? Did you feel comfortable so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. No questions so far? Okay. So now we are moving on to learn about Android things. Before getting into the Android things, I would like to introduce about what is Android and what are the applications, IoT applications you can develop it. So combining of Android and IoT, we could call it as Android things. Yep. So these are the topics I'm going to focus in this section, Android and Android things. What is Android? Architecture, the 4 components of Android, and the device sensors will help for IoT applications. And finally, we are talking about Android things. Okay. Android is a mobile platform which consists of OS. So we need an OS to communicate with the hardware and software. So your Android device came up with the Linux-based OS, and we have a middleware. The middleware includes the libraries and the application framework, the key application. So in the next slide, I'll show you the architecture that will give you the clarity of these definitions. Okay. So we could say Android is a mobile platform. It's an OS based on the Linux kernel. We have touchscreen facilities all around the world. More than 80% of people are using smartphones. Not only smartphone, the Android is came up with the wearable technologies like watch. We can use Android TV, and you have an Android Auto for your car. We can use it. So if you go to your Play Store, more than 2.5 million apps are available on the Play Store. It's highly customizable for the devices as well as vendors, which means that any configuration you can purchase depends on your requirements. So it's an open source. That's what many of the people prefer to go with Android. If you use iOS, only Apple has iOS. But if you go for Android, we have an LG, Samsung, and Google. So many companies are preferred to use Android OS. Now we are moving on to the Android architecture. So I hope that you remember the definitions. So on bottom of the Android architecture, we have a Linux kernel. So what is the use of OS? Can anybody say why we need an OS?
To customize our system.
To customize your system. Okay, any other answers? Okay, to interact between hardware and software, we need an OS, right? And also we need to manage the driver, we need to manage the memory. So that's what we need an OS. If you take a mobile device, it's a small device, right? So we cannot completely implement Linux OS for the mobile. That's what a part of Linux we are implementing. That's called as Linux kernel. So on the top of your Linux kernel, we have a libraries. So that may be for a Java library, and also Android libraries are available. So, and we have need a support of C and C++ native support library also available, and the runtime libraries we need. On top of it, we have an application framework which help you to develop your code easily. Instead of writing so many lines of code, I can use the application framework. For example, I want to send a notification, I can use a notification manager API library. On top of application framework, we have the application. If you have a mobile device, by default, once you purchase a device, you could see the home screen. You can able to see the contact screen, phone, and the browser. So these are all applications. If you develop some new application with the help of Android Studio, that all come under in the application. So if you need some more application, for example, I need a health app. Where could I get a health app? Go to your Google Play Store and you can download it. So that application will sit on this application area. So this is about your architecture. Now let's see each explanation for every part. So as I told you, we need a Linux kernel for hardware and software integration. Your OS need to provide a security, manage your processing power and the memory management, and manage your device. We need an OS. So it's an abstraction layer between your hardware and all the top of the part, whatever layer we have. So that's what we need, a Linux kernel. So that's your bottom of the layer. So the next layer is the libraries and the Android runtime. Okay, so these libraries support we need once you develop a code. We need a Java library as well as we need an Android library files. And also to support your graphics, we need a native language support library. C and C++ library is also needed. Then why we need this runtime library? I hope you all familiar to work with a Java. If I have a Java code, once I compile it, I can get a bytecode. So this bytecode will be useful to work on any kind of environment, right? But your mobile device is a small device. We cannot execute on the bytecode. So that's what we need to convert that bytecode into a mobile executable file. That's what we need, a Dalvik virtual machine. It looks like your JVM Java virtual machine, the same job of Java virtual machine like that. Your Dalvik virtual machine will convert your bytecode into a DEX file. So that is easily executed for your mobile devices. That's what we need, a Dalvik virtual machine. It works like your JVM to manage your device support, because if you take your mobile device, it has works on only the battery power. So, and the memory and performance, everything is compared to PC. The mobile devices are slower. That's what we need, a virtual machine with support for the mobile devices. Then application framework. We need a ready-made library to perform several tasks. So if I want to work with a GPS, then you no need to write a lot of code. I can make use of the GPS API library, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, like the notification, location manager, resource. So these things you can easily manage with the help of your application framework. So combining of this application framework and libraries, we could say it as a middleware. Okay, on top of it, we could see the application. So whatever default applications, once you purchase a device, you could see the phone, contacts, and browser. And if you need some more application, you can go to your Play Store and download whatever application you need. So all those applications will sit on this application layer. So that's what we have. The top layer is called application. So combine all this code, we could say it as a mobile platform. Okay. So the next one is, if you want to become an Android developer, you should work on these 4 components. The first component is activity. So whatever you see it on your screen, the home screen is an activity. Once you touch your calendar app, so then it will open another screen. So every screen, whatever you see it on your mobile device, is called as an activity. Then we have a broadcast receiver, service, and the content provider. So these are the building blocks for your Android application. So with these 4 blocks, we can able to develop an app. So let's look at what is activity. So if I look at the screen, it has some list view. So I have list of items over here. So it's called as an activity. So how can I develop this activity? So if you know, are already familiar with Java, you can use Java for developing your activity. So in 2017, Google announced Kotlin is the official language for Android development. So now you can develop an application using Kotlin also. So this is your user interface. With this activity only, you can able to communicate your screen. So that's what this activity is important. If I want to create an activity, you have to extend from app compat activity, that is your class library, to make an activity for your applications. Service. So what is this service? Maybe if you receive an email or WhatsApp notification, automatically you will get it on your taskbar, right? You are not interacting with any app. But once you get an email or once you get a WhatsApp message, I can immediately see that on my taskbar, right? This is called service. So without user interaction, I can able to get some notification. This is a background task for your Android device, which is called a service. Okay. So like if you want to search a Wi-Fi, if you go to the new location, if you want to search what is the Wi-Fi. So if you click on that Wi-Fi, it'll automatically look over the nearby Wi-Fi service status are available. These are all happen because of service for your Android device. Then we have a content providers. So for the security purpose, we cannot share data between one application to another application. But now, if you are using a WhatsApp, you want to share a contact or you want to store some contact, you have to go to the contact application. So WhatsApp is a different application and your contacts is a different application. But you can communicate between your contacts, phone contacts, as well as your WhatsApp because of content provider. So that way, if you want to share some data between one application to another application, it's not possible due to security purpose, but the content provider component will give you that functionality. So the next is about the fourth component is called broadcast receiver. Once you put a charger on your phone, or if you insert a headphone, automatically you will see the icon. So once the headphone is inserted or charging icon, you could see it on that, right? So this is called broadcast receiver. So your device will notify you. So these things are connected, something you downloaded or something you can insert a headphone or a headphone symbol, you could see it's put a charger. So these are all called announcement. The system will announce the broadcast this message to you, something happened on that. So this is because the help of broadcast receiver. Now sensors. So if I want to work on IoT, definitely sensors plays a key role for the IoT development. So if I have a mobile device or you have a tab, whatever you have, automatically the default device came up with 3 categories of sensors, one for motion, environmental category, and the position sensor. So the motion sensors for movement. So on this category, your device has accelerometer, gravity sensor, rotation, vector, gyroscope. So for example, if you have a fitness app, then while you're walking started, it will automatically count it. How it is possible is we are moving. So automatically the sensor will detect and make a count on your movements. Once you rotate a device, so that will be happen because of the position sensors. And we have an environmental sensors. So for example, if you are going for a hiking somewhere, if you are going, so you need to know the temperature in that environment, how much lighting it has, how much humidity you have. These you can analyze your environmental. Maybe if you develop a gardening app, those environmental sensors are help to you. So the examples for environmental sensors are barometer, photometer, and thermometers. So this will be useful for gardening app or hiking app. Then positioning the sensors. So once your device has moved, right? If you shake your device, you want to perform something. So in those kind of changes, you can go with the position sensor. Once you rotate screen orientation, right? Landscape to portrait, then automatically your sensor will detect the orientation. Then again, it will refresh your screen to bring out whatever you watched already. So the same screen, we can get it. How it is possible is because of position sensors. So these are some sensors I mentioned here: proximity sensor, magnetometer. So every sensor has its own purpose. So the pedometer will be useful for doing a walking count. So the GPS will tell you the positioning. So where we want to track some location or something. So the light automatically turn on or turn off, and the touch screen, once you touch it, how it feel because of touch sensors. If you want to analyze the temperature, it will analyze the thermometer. Whether your device is too much hot, then automatically you will get a alert message, your device is too much hot. So like that, Android came up with several sensors. For example, you want to have a fingerprint. So that sensors are available over here. So like that, we have so many sensors came up with every device. Okay. Then if you want to do the programming, how to work with a sensor, you need to have a knowledge of sensor framework. So the Android SDK can came up with the Android sensor framework, which includes how to work with the hardware components. So some sensors came up with the hardware and some sensors came up as a software. Okay, if you look at the Android Google developer site, You could see all the sensor names, whether it's a hardware or software. So to work on this sensor framework, we need a sensor manager. So this will handle the service. So if I want to work with this kind of sensor, first you need to get a service from the sensor manager object. Then which kind of sensor you want to work. Maybe you want to work with a light sensor or temperature sensor. You need to retrieve the type of sensor with the help of sensor object. Okay. Now, if you are going for a walking, now if I want to go for a walk, automatically you need to count the steps. So how it will recognize with the help of sensor event, it will retrieve a data from the walking sensor, whatever it is attached for doing the walking, maybe the pedometer sensor. It will read the data from that sensor. That will be stored in the sensor event. So the listener will automatically retrieve the information from event and take the necessary action. Maybe I want to count that, making every count. So every step, once you take it up, then it need to be counted. That will a help of your sensor event listener. You can implement that logic. Okay. Then to retain your battery power, we need to register the listener as well as we need to unregister. So these are all activities life cycle. So on resume and on pass, once I want to work with the sensor event, I need to register in the on resume activity. Once I'm done in on pass, I need to unregister my sensor. That way you can save your device performance. So now we are moving on to the topic of Android things. So IoT plus Android is called Android things. So it's a secure and flexible platform and OS to develop your IoT apps for Android device. We can go with the Android things OS. So it's developed by Google, and also you will get an automatic hardware updates are very difficult. But if you go with this Google API services with Android Things Kit, it will automatically update your hardware also with the help of API services like Google Assistant, Google Cloud. And if you want to work with a deep learning application, you can use TensorFlow. These are all the API libraries which help you to develop your Android Things applications. So your device can move, sense, and speak, right? So everyone will use a Hey Google and Siri, right? How it will work? It will sense your comments and it will speak to your devices. So these are all happen with the help of this IoT things library. So we need sensors and actuators. These are the devices need to talk. Okay. So you don't need to worry about if I want to work with the Android things, do I need an embedded system design knowledge? So you don't need, if you go with an Android platform by using an Android things, APK libraries, so you don't need to worry about embedded system design. So we need few things, Android things console, I will let you about in the next slide. So what else we need to develop an Android things app? We need some hardware and we need an Android Studio, that's an SDK. With Android Studio to develop your coding, we need an Android Studio. And it will automatically, your things can able to access your device camera, whatever you need, all the hardware components and sensors, we can easily access with the help of Android things. And also you can easily get the Google services like map if you want to work with a map, or location service nearby restaurant and nearby hotels if you want to search it. So you need a location service. And also you could monitor your health activity with the help of fitness app. And you can have a cloud service to store your data and do the analytics, everything, and real-time access of your database. We can go for the Firebase. So automatically it will communicate with the sensors and actuators. So for that, we need to go with the industry standard protocols and some of the hardware boards, so which is available in the next slide. I will tell you about that. Then you need an account to create with the Android Things console. So over here, you could get all the updates of your devices and you can push all your features, and the security updates are available on the console. The first thing, we need an Android Things console. The next thing is you need a prototyping board, because we need some hardware to work with all the sensors and connect all the IoT devices. For that, we need a prototyping boards, which are Arduino, Raspberry Pi, Intel Edition. So these are the boards you need. Then you can work with several protocols, HTTP, for doing a web service, we need a HTTP protocol for performing a communication, right? Then MQTT stands for message queuing, telemetry transport, which will be useful for machine-to-machine communication. We can use it. Then we have a COAP, Constrained Application Protocol, for if you want to work with a smart energy or a building automation application, we can go with this protocol. Then AMQP stands for Advanced Message Queuing Protocol. To do with the client-server messaging of your IoT devices, we can go with this protocol. XMPP, this is an extensible messaging and presence protocol. So if you work with the XML, that elements need to be streamed with the help of this XMPP protocol. The last one is STORM protocol, which is simple text-oriented messaging protocol. So you need to work on those standard protocols for developing an IoT applications. So we have discussed about Android architecture. There is no difference for the Android Things architecture. It's similar, like everything is similar. Also, you will get a support of Things support. So on the lower level, we have kernel. This is our middleware, and you need a native C++ libraries, Java API framework, Google services. Also, you will get a Things support library. On top of it, you will have your regular application. This is about the architecture for Android Things library. So the best example, if you want to automate my home, right? If I want to automate the home, we need a Google Assistant app that it will work with your IoT devices, whatever you have at home. So I can ask my, hey Google, through my voice commands, I will ask my Google to start my washer and stop my washer, turn on my AC, everything we can do it. So these are all useful. Your Google Assistant service help to your IoT devices. So you need a home Google Home app for Google Assistant. And you can have several components like Google Nest, Google Gov, that will help you to connect your smart home, whatever devices you have at home. We can connect all the home devices with the help of Android Things. Okay, now we have to know what are the challenges we need to face on IoT development, right? The most issue is security. So many devices are connected all around the world. For example, if you take a home automation, so many things under home, right? Healthcare application or industrial. If you take the digital production platform, so many plans are connected with that. So we are, a lot of data are all around the world is spreading, right? So in that, security is more important because so many things are connected with that. Lot of data are available. Definitely we will get a threats and we have a lot of attacks on our data. So to secure is important. So that's what those guys are working on the research field. So this is an emerging field of research for securing your IoT. So my specialization is mobile ad hoc networks and this IoT and wireless sensor networks. So in recent on IoT security, I have published the 3 papers. So these are my papers available. I have mentioned the links also. You can also refer those papers. Then what is the another research focuses we could do with that? Other than this security, there are other researchers are available, network design and architecture. We have cloud services, data management, network performance and evaluation and energy efficiency. You could go with the communication protocols and we can improve the service and the application performance. Intelligent systems for cloud computing. If you are working with the deep learning or machine learning, then you can go with this research area, how to secure your cloud computing data. These are the research focus, we can go with that. Any questions over here? I hope I'm done with that. Thank you. Let me know if you have any questions about.
Participants, do you have any queries? Participants, do you have any queries? Recording IoT?
Yes, guys, any questions you have?
Participants, do you have any queries recording IoT?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, this is Ravichandran from Chennai.
Yes, sir.
We would like to add something on Industry 4.0 on this IoT platform.
Yes. Can you repeat your question?
Yeah, the contribution of IoT towards Industry 4.0.
Okay. The latest version are you talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
Hello.
Yes. So what's your question here? Do you want to what contribution with an industrial IoT code we could do?
Yeah, you brief something on IoT towards that Industry 4.0. That's why I'm
So
here.
I have discussed about the Volkswagen industrial IoT, right?
Yeah.
So that will help you to implement a one architecture all around their places. They can
Okay.
easily manage data with the help of Amazon Web Service Cloud IoT.
Okay.
Any other questions you have, guys? I hope you all enjoyed my session. Thank you so much for
Yes,
your
ma'am.
patience, for listening. Yes. Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me, ma'am? Hello? Yes, I think
Thank you.
they are. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Kind information for the participants. Participants are requested to fill the Google Meet username field in feedback form for certificates. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Appreciation is inspiration to others and motivation to whom you are facilitating. I like to call upon Dr. P. Ramya, ma'am, Principal Insert Nandha Science College. Ma'am, please, ma'am.
So good afternoon to one and all present here. It's my pleasure to thank the team of. Yes, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So good afternoon to everyone present, and my special word of appreciation and thanks to the resource person, Dr. Renuka Mohan Raj ma'am. And actually, I couldn't join you over the morning. I had an exam, that's why I couldn't join you for the program, ma'am. I
No
hope
problem.
you had a very good time for the with the students in the morning session, ma'am. And
Yes.
thanks a lot on behalf of the management and our college, ma'am, for sparing your valuable time. And the topic itself shows what an updated topic you have given for the students, ma'am. Nothing can be done without internet. That is the need of the day. So
Yes.
that too in the pandemic period, internet has served a lot of informations to the students and for the public also, ma'am. So you have chosen a topic regarding internet, and I think you would have encouraged the students to participate and present more papers also regarding this topic, ma'am. So my heartfelt thanks to you, ma'am, and my best wishes to you also, ma'am.
Thank you so much. You are welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. And my wishes and my best wishes and my congratulations to the team of organizing committee. First of all, I would like to appreciate the efforts taken by the convener of the program, Mrs. S. N. Shantalakshmi, head of the Department of BCA Department in Nandha Arts and Science College, and the coordinator, Mr. N. Murthy. They have taken more pains to organize the program. So my heartfelt thanks to both of them. I would also like to appreciate the organizing committee of the program, all the staff members of BCA department, Miss Savita, Kavita, Karthik sir, Karthikeyan sir, Baby ma'am, Nirmala Devi ma'am, Bhanumati ma'am, Karthika ma'am, Hemnath and Gautami ma'am also. So each and everyone would have contributed in a small way or other for the program. So I'm very happy about the success of the program, and I would like to congratulate the team also on behalf of our management, and expecting many more programs like this in the future also. That's what I wanted to say. Thanks a lot for the opportunity given to me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Kind information for the participants. Participants are requested to fill the Google Meet username field in feedback form for certificates. Vote of thanks. The roots of all goodness lie in the soil of appreciation for goodness. I would like to invite Mr. N. Murthy to deliver the vote of thanks. Please, sir.
Good afternoon to all. On behalf of Computer Application Department, I'm happy to deliver the vote of thanks. I would like to thank our management and principal, Dr. P. Ramya ma'am, for their constant support for arranging this wonderful webinar, and thank our Tamil Department HOD, Dr. P. Koman, for her support. I would like to express my sincere thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Renuka Mohanraj, who accepted our invitation and shared her valuable points about IoT and its applications. Thank you, ma'am. Next, I thank our department heads and faculty members for the success of this webinar. My wholehearted thanks to each and every participant to make this webinar a grand success. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Last but not least, I would like to say thank you for your presence and make this webinar a great success. Once again, I thank you all. Thank you.
Ma'am?
Yes. Can I end up?
Feedback links, ma'am?
What?
Ma'am, can you please post the feedback link?
Ma'am, feedback link has been posted, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. I'm leaving now. Bye.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.